anchor for today's program. Welcome each and everybody to this wonderful day of annual celebration 2024-25. But to begin this program on a nice note, to welcome each and everybody on a formal note, may I please call upon Madam Srija to address the gathering now.
Good evening everyone. It's my absolute pleasure to welcome you all to Time Kids Telecom Layout's Annual Day Celebration 2025. Today is a special occasion where we come together to celebrate our little ones and their incredible talents. Before we begin, I would like to extend a warm welcome to Yatish sir and Ramya ma'am, the driving force behind today's event. This evening is not just about performance. It's the reflection of the hard work of our children, the dedication of our teachers, and the unwavering support of our dear parents. Together, we have built a strong and nurturing learning community, and today we celebrate every achievement, big and small. So, as we begin this special evening, I invite you all to sit back, enjoy, and cherish the wonderful moments as our little stars take center stage. Thank you.
Thank you so very much, Madam Srija, for the wonderful welcome note and officially getting started with this event. And with that note, we declare the event open. Any event starts off with lighting of the lamp, which gives a divine and a spiritual feeling for an event to go smooth and have an amazing atmosphere throughout. To do the needful, may I please call upon Sir Yatish and Madam Ramya to join on the stage the owners of Time Kids Telecom Layout as we now have the lamp lighting ceremonial happen. Can we have a huge round of applause, ladies and gentlemen? Any 4 or 5 of you to join us on the stage, please. We would love to have you on the stage. Grandparents, they are waiting to join us here. These amazing grandparents who are now joining us on this wonderful stage.
Yes, sir. Sir, please. Please. Yes, please.
Keep the class going, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much, everybody, for joining us on the stage. That brings us to the conclusion. Next up, it's time for us to mixed meaning that our parent is somewhere here. And also, we have a professional team of photographers and videographers who are taking some brilliant photos and videos. Everything is going to be delivered to you at the end of the day. So please sit back, relax, and enjoy the program. And may I please call upon to the stage Shreya, Lakshita, Jashwita, Sanvika Itage, Dhruti, and Sai Danvit. Can we give a big round of applause for the Invocation dance team now, respected parents and my dear audience.
सर्वांगी सुंदर उदिचेंदुराची कंठी झळके मान मुक्ता फळांची जय देव जय देव जय देव जय देव जय मंगल मूर्ती हो श्री मंगल मूर्ती दर्शन मात्रे मन कामना पूर्ती जय देव जय देव
लंबोदर तू विनायका तू वल्लोळेश्वर मोरया विघ्नेश्वर तू एकदंत तू मयूरेश्वरा मोरया लंबोदर तू विनायका तू वल्लोळेश्वर मोरया विघ्नेश्वर तू एकदंत तू मयूरेश्वरा मोरया वक्रतुंड तू गजमुखा तू सिद्धी विनायका
their parents for this wonderful group of students who started this amazing program for us on a great note. Once again, we have Shreya, Lakshita, Jashwita, Sanvika Vijesh, Sanvika Itage, Dhruti and Sai Danvit, who just performed for us. Look into the camera, give a good smile. Thank you so much. Next up, we are going to be having student Ananta Simha from PP1A, who is going to be reciting a shloka for us. Anant, come here, join us. Shloka you are going to be doing for us. Super, all the best.
Vigramidam Hasam, Salam Salakitam, Nagasimam Bishamam Betam, Butta Butta Navamyam, Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu, Guru Deva Maheswara, Guru Sakshat Paradhanma, Tasmai Shri Guru Rama. Thank you.
Wow, that was great. Come here. Everybody. Next up, we're going to be having Naman, who's going to be reciting a sloka from a part of Bhagavad Gita. So Naman is going to be joining us now.
Yuktaye bhakta swapadhyupasate esha praksharamovyaktam tesham keyoravitamaha maya veshavana heva nitya yukta upasate Shraddhaya pariyopeta stene yuktatama mataha.
That's all, Naman? That's all, your sloka? Yes? Okay, you got a little anxious, maybe looking at a larger crowd, maybe? Come here. Come here, come here, come here. You want to come to the podium? We'll host together. No? Bye. He's confused. Madam is calling you, see that. Anyways, thank you, Naman. A bit of anxious, it happens when you see a huge crowd over a point of time. That's absolutely fine. Next up we're going to be having, we saw the invocation dance, we got to see a couple of shlokas, but now it is time to have our first out of many singing performances for the evening, and to perform the invocation song for us. Sai Danvit from PP1A will be coming forward. Sai Danvit, can I have you come forward, please?
Nandini Nandita Medin Vishwa Vinodini Nandanute Giribara Vinda Shirodini Vasini Vaishnavi Dashini Jeshnonote Bhagavati Hesiti Kanta Kutumbini Bhuri Kutumbini Bhuri Krite Jaya Jaya He Mahishasuramardini Ramya Kapardini Shaila Sute Suravara Varshini Durtara Darshini Durmukha Marshini Harsarate Tribhuvana Poshini Shankara Toshini Kilvicha Moshini Kosarale Dhanojani Roshini Diti Shuta Roshini Durmada Soshini Sindhu Shute Jaya Jaya He Mahishasura Mardini Ramya Kapardini Shaila Sute Ai Jagadamba Madamba Gadamba Vana Priya Vasini Hasarate Shikari Siromani Tunga Himalaya Sringani Jalaya Madhyakate Madhu Madhure Madhu Kaitaba Ganjini Rasarate Jaya Jaya He Mahishasura Mardini Ramya Kapardini Shaila Sute Aishata Kanta Vikandita Runda Vikundita Sunda Pajadi Pade Tribuga Jakanda Vidarana Chanda साग्रमसुन्दप गाधिपते निज गुज गन्दनि पादितखण्डनि पादितमन्दपदाधिपते जय जय हे महिषासुरमर्दिनि रम्यकपर्दिनि शैलसुते. Thank you.
I never have seen a beautiful invocation done this over the years. I mean, to bayat a song or bayat a poem for 6-7 minutes and present it without any confusions, you need a lot of practice and passion. And I think this little one here once again deserves a big round of applause. Done with. Thank you so much. One more holistic education to the little ones. And to give you the updates about the transformation of the institution from the following academic year, may I please call Sir Yatish to join us on the stage and give us the current update about the upgradation and the change in the brand of a wonderful education system.
Okay. Good evening, everyone. I don't take much time. I know that you all are waiting for our kids' performances. The thing is, like, many of you are already aware that we are excited to announce that new changes which is happening at our school. Correct? So today is a proud and emotional moment for me as we take a big step forward in our journey. For years, we have nurtured young minds under the name of Time Kids Telecom Layout, building a strong foundation for our children's future. Your trust and support have made us our journey possible, and I sincerely thank each one of you. But growth is essential, and with that vision, we are stepping into a new independent journey with our very own brand, EduCrest, the peak of early learning. EduCrest, edu derived from education, symbolizing learning, knowledge and intellectual growth, and the crest meaning the highest point or peak, representing excellence, achievement and reaching new heights. The peak of early learning reflects our commitment to provide the highest quality education at early stage of childhood. Some of you have already joined us on this new journey, and I'm very happy to announce that 40% of the admissions are completed with our existing kids for next academic year. And I truly appreciate your belief in our vision. Thank you for trusting us. I invite each of you to be a part of EduCrest's exciting future as we continue to shaping bright young minds together. And I am also excited to announce that EduCrest will soon begin with offering franchise opportunities as well. We will share more update on this in the coming days. And once again, thank you for your continued support and trust. Let's join this beautiful evening together. Thank you.
Who's going to be working together better and harder to make sure that an important course of education and building an all-rounder to each and every student is delivered successfully. As told earlier, there is also opportunities for anybody of your, if you want to be a part of the franchisees, which the updates would be shared eventually over the days. But the admission with the same new brand, EduCrest, is now open. You may enroll soon for a wonderful, wonderful education that is delivered to a student. And as we say that, it's time for us to get started with chain of performances for the evening. And the first one out of the many to be, any guesses? Whom do we start off with? Any guesses, parents? Playgroup. Okay. We have the dance performance by the playgroup students who are going to be dancing for the chocolate Choco Choco dance. And we are going to be having Avidna, Bhavna, Chirasvi, Manas, Nihashvi, Riddhi, Ritesh, Tanvit, Toshiv, Trishika, Yotvik and Zion who will be performing for us.
Everybody in the world likes chocolate. We love it. Ooh, it makes you happy. Yeah, it gets you sexy. It makes you fat. But we don't care about that. So come on! Dos, tres. Mama, she says roly poly. Papa, he says holy moly. Everybody wants a chocolate. All the girls want candy, candy. All the boys get randy, randy. Everybody wants a chocolate. Choco, choco, clap, clap. Choco, choco, clap, clap. Everybody say a chocolate. Choco, choco, clap, clap. Choco, choco, clap, clap. Everybody say a chocolate. Chocolate. Choco, choco, 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 chocolate. Everybody! Mama, she said roly poly. Papa, he says holy moly. Everybody wants a chocolate. Chocolate. All the girls want candy, candy. All the boys get randy, randy. Everybody wants a chocolate. Here we go. Choco, choco, clap, clap. Choco, choco, clap, clap. Everybody say a chocolate. Choco, choco, clap, clap. Choco, choco, clap, clap. Everybody say a chocolate. Your pretty backside. Now we do it all again and we feel alright. Dos, tres. A choco, choco, clap, clap. A choco, choco, clap, clap. Everybody say a chocolate. Choco, choco, clap, clap. A choco, choco, clap, clap. Everybody say a chocolate. Chocolate. Everybody. Choco, choco, chocolate. Choco, choco, chocolate.
Mothers of the parents of the students of the little ones to please join us on the stage. All the mothers of the little ones. Come. We'll have a small 1 minute performance, not more than that. Let's make their wish happen. Come on, let's do this. I don't think we have done this in the past. We have had a separate segment for the parents alone, but the mothers and the kids dancing together will happen now on the stage.
Everybody wants
Awesome, awesome. Let's have the music go on the dance floor.
हेलो हाय नमस्ते सलामा, आ गए फिर से करने हंगामा। बोरिंग लम्हों को कर दे गुलाबी, जश्न रुकने न देंगे जरा भी। अपना फेमस है याराना, अपने संग तू भी आ जाना। छोड़ दुनिया से शर्माना, जोरों जोरों से तू चिल्लाना।
Everything's gonna be Everything's gonna be ஏண்டா எங்க போற என் அன்புக்கு நீதாண்டா ஆளு, வந்து கட்டிக்கடா என் உடம்பெல்லாம் காயது பாரு.
பிள்ள தமிழ் தெரியாதா? ஹிந்தில
Once again, da.
पूनम की चांद को घूंघट के नीचे छुपा के लाई तेरे लिए दुनिया से नजरें चुरा के।
पीछे कुआं आगे मेरे खाई, तू ही बता जाऊं मैं कहाँ। मुझको दुआ किसकी लगी भाई, आके पधारा हूँ जो यहाँ।
इल्ले फिकर आजा इधर, बीच पे लगा ले तू ठुमका।
1 2 3 4 get on the dance floor. 1 2 3 4 get on the dance floor. Shake the booty, shake the booty, shoulder hit the party, hit the party. Give me, give me, give me, give me, give me, give me some more. 1 2 3 4 get on the dance floor. Shake the booty, shake the booty, shoulder hit the party, hit the party. Give me, give me, give me, give me, give me, give me some more.
Of the institution, no? But love the excitement, love the energy that each one of
वो हसीना वो नीलम परी कर गई कैसी जादूगरी, नींद इन आंखों से छीन ली है, दिल में बेचैनियां है भरी। वो हसीना वो नीलम परी कर गई कैसी जादूगरी, नींद इन आंखों से छीन ली है, दिल में बेचैनियां है भरी। मैं बेचारा हूँ आवारा, बोलो समझा हूँ मैं ये अब किस किस को। दिल में मेरे है दर्द डिस्को, दर्द डिस्को, दर्द डिस्को। दिल में मेरे है दर्द डिस्को, दर्द डिस्को, दर्द डिस्को। दिल में मेरे है दर्द डिस्को, दर्द डिस्को, दर्द डिस्को। दिल में मेरे है दर्द डिस्को, दर्द डिस्को, दर्द डिस्को।
फिर किस लिए हिचकिचाना, जब सांस है आवाज है, फिर किस लिए हिचकिचाना। गाएंगे हम अपने दिलों का तराना, बिगड़े दुनिया बिगड़ने भी दो, झगड़े दुनिया झगड़ने भी दो, लड़े जो दुनिया लड़ने भी दो, हम अपनी धुन में गाओ। दुनिया रूठे रूठने दो, बंधन टूटे टूटने दो, कोई छूटे छूटने दो, ना घबराओ। हम है नए अंदाज क्यों हो पुराना, हम है नए अंदाज क्यों हो पुराना, हम है नए अंदाज क्यों हो पुराना, हम है नए अंदाज क्यों हो पुराना।
Nursery B students, calling out the students' name, Hanvika, and then we have Trishika, Jashwant, Shreyank, Rushal, Himanya, Trishika, Charvi, and then we have Atharva, Krishna and Triyek, putting up a beautiful show for us on the stage. Thank you so much, and that brings us to the conclusion of 35% of today's program. We step into the second quarter of the 3, and we are going to be having many more performances coming up. This was just the start, and the main picture is going to be commencing now. Louder. So they're all set, going in maroon and the charismatic blazers. One, you have changed, you have to go to your partner there. Yeah.
जो दिल से लगे उसे कह दो हाय 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 हाय, जो दिल ना लगे उसे कह दो बाय 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 बाय। आने दो दिल में आ जाने दो, कह दो मुस्कुराहट को हाय 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 हाय। जाने दो दिल से चले जाने दो, कह दो घबराहट को बाय 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 बाय।
Love you जिंदगी, love you जिंदगी, love you जिंदगी, love me जिंदगी।
कभी हाथ पकड़ के तू मेरा चल दे, कभी हाथ छुड़ा के मैं तेरा चल दूं। मैं थोड़ी सी मुड़ी हूँ, तू थोड़ी सी टेढ़ी है, क्या खूब ये जोड़ी है तेरी मेरी। आने दो दिल में आ जाने दो, कह दो मुस्कुराहट को हाय 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 हाय। जाने दो
बेली जैसे धूल उड़ा के सींग उठा के तुम भी नाचो, बाजे चमके ताल ढोल बेटा राजू उड़ के नाचो, हीरो से भी तेज कोई कर सके जो बेद नाचो, अस्तबल में घोड़े जैसे पाक टोर छोड़ नाचो, इतनी जो तो रोट मोटा मिर्चा खा के ऐसे नाचो। हाँ जा छोरे हाँ जा गोरे हाँ जा छोरे, नाचो 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 वीर नाचो, नाचो 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 यार नाचो, नाचो 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 कच्ची कैरी जैसा पकड़ा नाचो, नाचो 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 बिच्छू काटा लागे ऐसा नाचो। ऐसे देखो धन्ना के रोगी नाचे, शोर सुन लो है धमाका जैसे शेर हाथी नाचे, दिल का ये मेला यार अपने साथ नाचो, रेडियो के जोरों पे तुम धड़ाका देसी नाचो, पसीना माथे का चमके धमके ऐसे नाचो। हाँ जा छोरे हाँ जा गोरे हाँ जा छोरे, नाचो 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 वीर नाचो, नाचो 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 यार नाचो, नाचो 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 उसने चक्का लागे तीखा नाचो।
That was 50-50. The first half, love with Yash Raj, Yuvan Srinandan, Rishiv, Sanvika, Vijesh. What a beautiful performance that was. Mastu. We're gonna have Dhanush, Yuvansh, Nitish, Mukul, Srivatsa, Geetansh and Ritvik who will be coming up next.
ಮಸ್ತ್ ಮಸ್ತ್ ಹುಡುಗಿ ಬಂದ್ಲು, ನಾನು ನಿನ್ನ ದೋಸ್ತು ಅಂದ್ಲು, ಎಲ್ಲದಕ್ಕೂ ಅಸ್ತು ಅಂದ್ಲು, ಸುಸ್ತುವಾಗಿ ಕುಸ್ತು ಬಿದ್ದೆ, ಮಸ್ತ್ ಮಸ್ತ್ ಹುಡುಗಿ ಬಂದ್ಲು, ನಾನು ನಿನ್ನ ದೋಸ್ತು ಅಂದ್ಲು, ಎಲ್ಲದಕ್ಕೂ ಅಸ್ತು ಅಂದ್ಲು, ಸುಸ್ತುವಾಗಿ ಕುಸ್ತು ಬಿದ್ದೆ.
Like it, I like it.
All I wanna say is that my love is gonna make your day. Baby, baby, it's the way the music makes your body shake. All I wanna say is that my love is gonna make your day. Baby, baby, it's the way the music makes your
ಸಿಕ್ಕಾಪಟ್ಟೆ ಇಷ್ಟಪಟ್ಟೆ ಇಷ್ಟಪಟ್ಟೆ ಸಿಕ್ಕಾಪಟ್ಟೆ ಇಷ್ಟಪಟ್ಟೆ ಸಿಕ್ಕಾಪಟ್ಟೆ ಸಿಕ್ಕಾಪಟ್ಟೆ ಇಷ್ಟಪಟ್ಟೆ ಎಟ್ಲಾ ಪ್ರೀತಿ ಹುಯ್ಕೊಂಬಿಟ್ಟೆ ಎಟ್ಲಾ ಕನಸು ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಬಿಟ್ಟೆ
on the heart and the elbow. All are late 2003-4 songs, but never gets old as you keep listening. Once again, can we give a big round of applause to PP1B section for entertaining us? Some class by the boys over there, Dhanush, Yuvansh, Nitesh, Mukul, Srivatsav, Geetansh and Ritvik. What a wonderful performance that was once again.
Hello. Hi.
Manvi, you can do your sound check.
Hi. We shall overcome someday. Oh, deep in my heart, I do believe we shall overcome someday. हम होंगे कामयाब, हम होंगे कामयाब, हम होंगे कामयाब एक दिन। ओहो मन में है विश्वास, पूरा है विश्वास, हम होंगे कामयाब एक दिन। होगी शांति चारों ओर, होगी शांति चारों ओर, होगी शांति चारों ओर एक दिन। ओहो मन में है विश्वास, पूरा है विश्वास, हम होंगे कामयाब एक दिन।
PP1A. PP1A kids are gonna be. Any idea, parents? Has the kids told you what song they're gonna be dancing for? What's that? PP1A is gonna be performing next. Thank you for clarifying. I just wanted to check that if it is Nannare, Nannare or Nana Nana Nare. So Nana Nana Nare is going to be performed next. So we're going to be having Arushya, Abhinav, wow, Akarsh, Jashvita, Lavish, Sanvika, Siddhant, Sai Danvit and Partha Sarthi who will be dancing.
मैं डालू ताल पे भंगड़ा तू भी गिद्दा पाले चल ऐसा रंग जमा दे हमके बने सभी मत वाले
मन कहे कि मैं ले आऊं चांद और तारे सारे इन हाथों पर मैं चांद रखूं इस मांग में भर दूं तारे
हेलो हेलो तू फ्लोर्स पे जब है आई येलो येलो बड़ी सॉलिड मस्ती छाई
हेलो हेलो तू मच है तुमने लगाई येलो येलो कंट्रोल करो मेरे भाई
ये दिल छन छन बोले अमृतसरी चूड़ियां रात बड़ी है मस्तानी तो दिल भर जानी कर ले गल्ला बूढ़ियां
ओ सारे डांस फ्लोर पे आओ मौका खास है करनी जश्न की शुरुआत है
beautiful combination of a Bollywood act on the stage we got to see. So that was PP1A, and coming up next will be their competitors, the neighboring section PP1B, and the competitor to Bollywood is Tollywood. And we're going to be having Butta Bamma coming up next, a beautiful song from the movie Ala Vaikunta Puramlo. We have Zoha, Hitaishi, Renith, Litwin, Yukta Aradhya, Ragneshri and Dhruti, who will be dancing for this amazing song, and once again they represent PP1B coming up next. Let's welcome the Pooja Hegdes and Allu Arjun on style with a big round of applause, everybody.
ఇంతకన్నా మంచి పోలికేది నాకు తట్టలేదు గాని అమ్మో, ఈ లవ్ అనేది బబ్లు గమ్ము అంటుకున్నదంటే పోదు నమ్ము. ముందు నుంచి అందరన్న మాటే గాని మళ్ళీ అంటున్నానే అమ్ము, ఇది చెప్పకుండా వచ్చే తుమ్ము, ప్రేమ నా పలేవు నన్ను నమ్ము. ఎటగానే ఎదురు చూకి తగినట్టుగా నువ్వు బదులు చెబితివే, అరి దేవుడా దాని తలో పటే పిల్లడాంట దగ్గరై నన్ను చేరదీస్తివే. బుట్ట బొమ్మ నన్ను చుట్టుకుంటివే, జిందగీకే అట్టబొమ్మై జంట కట్టుకుంటివే. బుట్ట బొమ్మ నన్ను చుట్టుకుంటివే, జిందగీకే అట్టబొమ్మై జంట కట్టుకుంటివే. లోని ఆడియన్స్ లాగా మౌనంకున్నా గానీ అమ్ము, లోన దండనగా జరిగిందే నమ్ము, దిమ్మ తిరిగి నా దిమ్మండు సిమ్ము. గానికి 22 బస్తిల మస్తు కట్అవుట్, బచ్చా గాన్ల బ్యాచ్ ఉండేది వచ్చినమంటే సుట్టు. కిక్కే సాలక ఓ నైటు ఎక్కి డొక్కు బుల్లెట్, సందుల మందు కోసం ఎతుకుతాంటే రూటు. సిల్కు షీరగట్టుకోని చెడు వీరు మెరిసినట్టు, బొట్లం గట్టిన బిర్యానీకి బొట్టు బిల్ల పెట్టినట్టు, బంగ్లా మీద నిలుసోనుందిరో ఓ సందమామ, సుక్కదాగక చక్కరొచ్చెరో చేమందమ్మావ, చిక్క లెక్క దుంకుతుంటెరో ఆ సందమావ, జుంకి జారి సిక్కుకుందిరో నా దిల్లుకు మావ. రాములో రాములా నన్నాగం చేసిందిరో, రాములో రాములా నా పానం తీసిందిరో, రాములో రాములా నన్నాగం చేసిందిరో, రాములో రాములా నా పానం తీసిందిరో.
And coming up next is going to be something special that we have been following as a tradition and as a practice at our annual day celebration, because we got to see the kids perform. We saw the teachers also performing with them as part of being the choreographers. But now it's time to welcome the mothers of the little ones who are going to be performing for us on the stage. And this segment is called as Nritya Matrikas. What does it mean? Nritya meaning dance and Matrikas meaning a group of mother goddesses in Hindu. So it's going to be a combination of mothers and dance who are going to be performing for us. Can we give a big round of applause to the super mothers and get this amazing performance?
Walking slow-mo, Mansala Sogo.
முன்னாடி வந்தான் கிங்கு டைலா டைலா பிபி டும்மு மாலை மாத்தி போடு ரிங்கு கோல்டன் ஸ்பாரோ என் நெஞ்சில ஆரோ நீ இல்லாத லைஃப் ரொம்ப சாரோ மாஸ்க் ஆஃப் சாரோ நம்ம பையன் தான் ஹீரோ சிங்கிங் டூயட் வேற
செவந்து புண்ணாக ஏதோ நானும் ஒளர கொஞ்சம் காதல் வளர உள்ள வெக்கம் வளர அவ வந்தா தேடியே தன்னை நேரம் நிற்குது சொக்குது வாட்டத்துக்குதமா நெஞ்சம் பூட்டி வச்சது நான் தொடச்சிட்டமா கட்சி சேர நிற்குது நான் அழைக்குது பொண்ண நின்றிடமா தேங்கி நிற்குது வந்தெடுத்துக்கோமா
நீ பேச லைட்டா ஆசை கூட வாசம் வீசும் கத்த தேட ஆழம் கூடிட
நீ பேச லைட்டா ஆசை கூட வாசம் வீசும் தேட ஓட சாதிட
ಲೈಲ್ಯಾಂಡು ಗಾಡಿ ಹತ್ತಿ ಬಂತೊಂದು ಕಲಾಕೃತಿ ಸರ್ವಾಂಗ ನರಂ ಐತಿ ಸೌಂದರ್ಯ ಗರಂ ಐತಿ ಹೈ ಕ್ಲಾಸು ಹಂಸ ನಡಿಗೆ ಹಲ್ಲಂಡೆ ವಂಶ ಬೆಳಗಿ ಸುತ್ತಳತಿ ಮೊಸರು ಗಡಿಗೆ ಸವಿನಂತಿ ಕೇಳ ಹುಡುಗಿ ಸೊಂಟ ಸುಮುಖ ಯಾಕ ಬಿಡುತ್ತಿ ಶೇಕಿ ಪುಷ್ಪವತಿ ಶೇಕಿ ಪುಷ್ಪವತಿ
तुझे मोरनीशी चाल गुलाबी साडी आणि लाली लाल लाल दिसते मी भारी राजा फोटो माझा काढ गुलाबी साडी आणि लाली लाल लाल दिसते मी भारी राजा फोटो माझा
बहुत स्वीट है मुंडा थोड़ा ऑफ बीट है पर कुड़ियां देना बहुत स्वीट है ढोंगी सा ये बड़ा ढीठ है वायरल हो गया ये ट्वीट
पर फूल फूल करने में कूल तू बड़ी तेज कटारी है शक्ल तेरी की लगन तेरी की हमने कर दी तैयारी है
My Instagram reels. South India, North India, West India, East India, 28 states and 8 union territories. And that would be Stella, mother of Rishwin Arun. Can the parents come back on the stage for a minute? For a minute, please. That is Stella Arun, mother of Rishiv Arun. Then we have Priyanka. Yeah, parents, please come back. As I call out the names, you can just wave the hand. Priyanka Anish, mother of Abhinav Anish. Wherever you are, big round of applause. Sneha Raghavendra, mother of Chirashvi Raghavendra, big round of applause please. Lakshmi Patnam, mother of Tanishka Patnam, to please join us on the stage. And then we have Rashmi Gowda, mother of Janya Gowda. Deepika Nayak, mother of Sarthak Nayak. Would actively participate every year. We have this tradition of having the parents participate, and it has just got better, bigger and nicer. And it was so nice to have them participate today for us. Thank you so very much. It was a roller coaster of an energy, which states developing a student on an all-rounder basis. So saying that we had multiple competition, which includes the fancy dress, the rhymes recitation, spell bee, testing the spelling capacity of the student, the oral presentation competition, once again developing the speaking skill, a wonderful science fair exhibition, right, the science fair competition, and every event was just amazing, having many of them participate. And it's time to declare the winners and give away the prizes to the top 3 from each category as we go forward. To do the felicitation, may I please call upon Yatish sir to join us on the stage, please. In each and every category, and we will have the prizes handed over. Who gets the first place in the fancy dress competition representing the playbook, and the second place goes to winning and losing is definitely part and parcel of the game. As I always say, participating is very important, and encouraging and appreciating the winners is very, very, very more important. And Marina being at the 3rd place. Going up next is going to be the same contest but in nursery category. We're going to be having the first place. The Akshat is right here. And the second place from the nursery category goes to Charlie S. Akshat is feeling bad that you are not clapping. Akshat still got a performance to cover. Big round of applause for Charlie, everybody. And in the 3rd place, there was a tight competition with both of them, and we decided to have a 2 winner instead of 1 winner in the 3rd place. And the 3rd place goes to Shreya and Archa. We go up next to the spell bee contest. Spell bee competition is a competition which is conducted to test the fluency or the capability of student being good with English spellings. And this contest was conducted for PP students because it has a little bit of tougher efforts and has to be put. And the first place goes to Kirtana D. I think you have heard because Kirtana D everybody. Mastering the art of spelling. The second place in the spelling contest goes to Shreya Devi. Big round of applause to Shreya, everybody. Parents will collect the awards from the student. And the third place goes to Diana Paul. Can we give a big round of applause? Diana Evangeline Paul gets the third place in the spelling competition. Next up is the oral presentation competition. PP1 and PP2 students were given opportunity to participate. The first place for PP1 goes to Arusha A. The second place goes to Navish A. So oral presentation is again something like an oration contest where you can speak on a topic kindly without referring to any material. That's the brilliant performance by three of them. And the third place goes to Akash. Third place in the oral presentation goes to Akash. This is a contest which is conducted to check the fluency and the understanding of the language. Once again, they are from PP1. Now from PP2 for the oral presentation. Last time the third place winner is PP, but this time the first place winner, Diana Evangeline Paul, gets the first place in oral contest. Two back-to-back prizes for her. Janya Gowda will be getting the second place. That is Diana Evangeline Paul. Janya Gowda gets the second place in the oral presentation competition. Third place will be a tiebreaker between Shaira Vinod and Ashita P. I repeat again. And we go to the science fair competition. Yati sir was earlier telling me during the brief that science fair was a massive hit. The second place in the science fair competition for the PP1 category goes to Hitaishi M. Indian exhibition is one of the toughest job because this is a fest or model that has been followed for generations and generations. It has only got better with technology, delivered a brilliant science project, and they both will be sharing the third place in no particular order. Rishu A, Yashraj, Baswaraja, they have two winners. The first place in the science fair competition PP2 we have second
Samarth Kandelwal. Can we have a big round of applause, everybody? And in the PP2 category, we are going to be having the third place again, given to two students for their excellent work. Shreya Negi will be declared as the third place winner. Also, we have appreciation prize, which recognizes the effort in making a model and it's participating. So in this case, so that's Ashrat. Vihan from PP2, please join us next. Vihan from PP2. The last few minutes when I'm going to ask you to keep clapping, please keep clapping. Tanishka from PP2. Clapping will also control your blood pressure, your sugar, your heart rate will be stable, your blood circulation will be normal. Nixit from PP2. That was Tanishka. Next up is Nixit from PP2. Jitesh from PP2. Jitesh from PP2. Karthik from PP2. Karthik from PP2. Priyana from PP2. Varun from PP2. Ashita from PP2. Sarvin from PP2. Charvi Priya from PP2. Prayush from PP2. And Prayush will be the last student collecting the award for the effort and hard work from PP2 category. Next up I go to PP1. We got 10 students from PP1 as well. Srivatsa from PP1. Mitchell from PP1. Yuans from PP1.
Sanvika Vijay from PP1. And all of a sudden the clap goes down. Last name, that is Sanvika Vijay from PP1, Arushya from PP1 and Akarsh from PP1. Arusha coming up next for us. Awards and recognitions that we had to do. Next up we are going to have PP2 kids, PP2B section, Anushri, Jishwika, Tanishka, Vihan, Ashit, Indrajit, Riya who will be performing, and they're going to be dancing for two beautiful songs, one being a blockbuster in Bollywood and one being blockbuster in Kollywood, Aan Kumare and Kavalaya.
One more remix.
दिल धड़काए और सीटी बजाए, दिल धड़काए सीटी बजाए, बीच सड़क पे नखरे दिखाए सारे हो करके इशारे, हो लड़की हो लड़की ओ लड़की आंख मारे ओ लड़की आंख मारे ओ लड़की आंख मारे।
जहाँ जहाँ जाऊँ मेरे पीछे पीछे आए, गली गली के आशिक तो मेरा होना चाहे।
हाय जहाँ जहाँ जाए तेरे पीछे पीछे आए, हम तो है दीवाने तेरे, तेरा होना चाहे।
सीटी बजाए नखरे दिखाए, सीटी बजाए नखरे दिखाए, बीच सड़क में हर नाम मेरा पुकारे, ओ करके इशारे ओ लड़का ओ लड़का ओ लड़का
आंख मारे ओ लड़की आंख मारे ओ लड़की आंख मारे।
Yaravella langavude, rabberiki rave rave, ra ni padale tiyavude, ti pidik rave yave, machata moracha, achata koracha, ichata maracha, michu ilama, machame nuvaya, achame ledaya, ichame nenaya, michu emaya, va nu kavalaya, nu kavalaya, ra 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 ra, va nu kavalaya, nu kavalaya, ra 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 ra. போதையா எப்பா எப்பாப்பா கண்ணுக்குள்ள நீ செதி சொல்லன்பா சிக்க வைக்கும் ஆசையா வந்தாயப்பா தங்கத்தில் தான் தச்சுக்கோ ஏப்பா கொஞ்சம் தயங்காதப்பா கொஞ்சம் அடங்க வேணாம்பா ரொம்ப மயங்காதப்பா தப்பாப்பா தப்பாப்பா கொஞ்சம் பாட்டு கவலா கொஞ்சம் டான்ஸ் கவலா ரெண்டும் உனக்காகவே கவலா கவலா நூ கவலையா நூ கவலி ரா 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 நூ கவலையா நூ கவலி ரா 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 ரா
Anushri, Tanshika, Vihan, Ashrit, Indrajit, and Ria Aini from PP2. What a wonderful performance. Can we give a big round of applause? And next up would be our last fourth performance for the evening. And we are going to be having the students of PP2A section going next. And they're going to be dancing on this beautiful song from Rengde Basanti and Kamaria. We're going to have Shreya. Let's do some Punjabi. Excellent. Kamaria for us on the stage. Can we have a big round of applause once again for the PP2A students? And coming up next would be the second batch of PP2B students. They're going to be dancing for Diwangi and Dinka Chika. Ketana, Shaira, Manvi, Sarthak, Aradhya, Kritik, Naman will be performing for Diwangi and Dinka Chika coming up next.
देखो देखो है शाम बड़ी दीवानी, धीरे धीरे बन जाए न कोई कहानी। देखो देखो है शाम बड़ी दीवानी, धीरे धीरे बन जाए न कोई कहानी। दिल भर है दिलकश है दिलदार नजारे हैं, आज जमीन पर उतरे कितने सितारे हैं। अकलो होश नमी दानम हम है दिल है और जानम, बस दीवानगी 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 है। ना कोई रहसन ना रहबर ये इल्जाम लगे किस पर, बस दीवानगी 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 है। All hot girls put your hands up and say oh शादियों।
All the cool boys who want to make some noise, they'll say oh शादियों।
शाम गजब की हंगामा खेज है,
इसका नशा ही गहरा है तेज है।
शाम गजब की हंगामा खेज है,
इसका नशा ही गहरा है तेज है।
जुल्फ खुली है रेशम रेशम,
सांस खुली है माथा माथा,
ये तो इशारे हैं। अकलो होश नमी दानम हम है दिल है और जानम, बस दीवानगी 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 है। ना कोई रहसन ना रहबर ये इल्जाम लगे किस पर, बस दीवानगी 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 है। All hot girls put your hands up and say oh शादियों।
all the cool boys who want to make some noise, they'll say oh शादियों।
Dinka chika dinka chika dinka chika dinka chika re e e e e e e e. Dinka chika dinka chika dinka chika dinka chika re e e e e e e e. Dinka chika dinka chika dinka chika dinka chika re e e e e e e e. Are dinka chika dinka chika dinka chika dinka chika re e e e e e e e.
12 महीने में 12 तरीके से तुझको प्यार जताऊंगा रे।
Dinka chika dinka chika dinka chika dinka chika re e e e e e e e. Dinka chika dinka chika dinka chika dinka chika re e e e e e e.
12 मिनट भी लगता है अब ना तेरे बिन रह पाऊंगा रे।
Dinka chika dinka chika dinka chika dinka chika re e e e e e e e. Dinka chika dinka chika dinka chika dinka chika re e e e e e e.
Round of applause for that 8 minutes beautiful stunning performance. Ketana, Shaira, Manvi, Sarthak, Aradhya, Kritik and Naman, that is for us. And once again, next up we will be having blockbuster viewed song on YouTube. Let's have the photograph of these students and then I shall tell you what it is. PP2A students would be performing. We are going to be having Himanvi, Mahin, Janya, Gagan, Varun, Sahasra, Drig, Ashita, Charvi and Sarvin who will be coming up next. They're going to be dancing for two beautiful songs, Kurchi.
రాజమండ్రి రాగమంజరి మాయమ్మ పేరు తలవనోళ్ళు లేరు మేస్తిరి కళాకారుల ఫ్యామిలీ మరి నే గజ్జ కడితే నిద్రపోదు నిండు రాత్రి
సోగులాడి స్వప్న సుందరి నీ మడత చూపు మా పటేల వల్ల పందిరి రచ్చరాజ కుందె ఊపిరి నీ వంక చూస్తే గుంటలోన నీరి విరిడిరి తూనీగా నడుములోన తూట పెట్టి తుపాకి పెంచినామె దింగలి చిట్టి మగజాతి నట్ట మడత పెట్టి
ఆ కుర్చీని మార్తా పెట్టి
തിരിച്ചീവനല്ലേ തിരികെ വിട്ടാമെന്നല്ലേ തിരുത്തി വെക്കാമെന്നല്ലേ തിട്ടം മുണ്ടല്ലേ ചേട്ടൻ മന്നല്ലേ ചേട്ട ചെയ്യാമെന്നല്ലേ പേട്ട തുള്ളാമെന്നല്ലേ വേട്ടയനല്ലേ
பெரட்டி பட்டையடு நொறுங்கனுண்டா மோனே உருமி போட்டயனு இறங்கி பானே முடிய கலச்சு முட்டு நீ நடந்து போன நரம்பு பொறிச்சுக்குதே கொல்தனுவானா அடி 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 அடி
തിരികെ വിട്ടാമെന്നല്ലേ
அம்மா சொன்ன மனசுலாயோ அடி 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 அடி
പൊളിക്കാമെന്നല്ലേ
சொன்னா நின்ன மனசுலாயோ
പൊളിക്കാമെന്നല്ലേ 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 പൊളിക്കാമെന്നല്ലേ
Charvi and Sarvin. Nothing happened. Wow, nice. We got one more performance, but it's been a tradition and it's been a ritual to have a parent game before we conclude the program, right? Before we go to the last program and conclude this. And last time I remember this when I was finishing the event, because this is the third year I've been hosting for the same institution. And last time, the second time when I hosted, I was going back after the event, and one of the parents came and told me, sir, every year you're conducting games only for the ladies, we gents are getting bored. So I was like, okay, chalo. That incident all of a sudden strike my mind now, like few minutes back. So I was like, why do games for girls all the time? Let's involve the boys this time. So I'm going to be giving opportunities to 5 fathers in the house to come onto the stage. If you're not going to be coming, I'm going to be asking Madam Ramya to call out the parents' name. Who is going to come? Any 5. Mothers, if you feel that your father, your husband or kids, you feel that your dad is a good sportive person. We got the 2 of you all coming on the stage. They're coming with full energy, but they don't know what the trap is. No, come, I was just kidding. Don't go back now. Okay, a minimum of 4, please. Okay, come. Now, if I tell the game name, no, I don't know how many of you will still be on the stage. But I'll still go ahead. Each of you all will be getting 30 seconds to participate in this game. The jury members are going to be the audience and the kids who are seated here. Okay, each of you all will be given 30 seconds. And the audience here are going to be the judges. How does this game work? This game is termed as Nimmalli Yaru next to Prabhudeva. Okay? So this segment is called as Who is the next Prabhudeva amongst you? Dance, you have to dance like Katrina Kaif, not like Amrish Puri, come on. Wow, item number Guru. Thank you, sir. Beautiful. Next up. Cut. Thank you. So dance like something you come on. Now begins the argument. Cut, thank you. Next, I'm going to be playing this trending song of 2025. Especially now it is very much trending. If you are active on social media, you know this Odisha song for a reason. It's a breakup song, go for it. Hang on. No, that is not what I wanted. I'm going to go again.
धन के देख लू कोई नहीं सुन मन के चिन्ह सुना के चिन्ह बन के चिन्ह मन से चिन्ह धन नहीं बड़ी मोर पाटी मन तार काजे
सर ब्रेकअप सॉन्ग
धन आज सुन धन नहीं कदा कोई जानी न पारी गोटे दिन मुसा जोगी देलो नहीं केड़े कथा करी देलो मुई कहां जाई करी असला बेले खंता फसरी देलो रे मुनी ची रे मुनी
Thank you so much. Next up, sir, please come. I'm going to be playing this song called Peelings from the movie Pushpa 2. Sir, dance like Rashmika, not like Pushparaj. Go. Thank you. Next up, I'm going to be playing Fevicol Issei by Kareena Kapoor. Coming up next. Kannada Davra? You want the Tamil song? Okay, I'm going to be... he's getting into the mood now. Come on. Go. You have to dance for a step. Punishment.
Thank you. Next up, Kannada song Pushpavati for you. Dancing like the real divas. Lailando ಗಾಡಿತ್ತು ಬಂತೊಂದು ಮಲಾಕ್ತು ಸರ್ವಾಂಗ ರಮಿತಿ ಸೌಂದರ್ಯ ರಮಿತಿ ಹೈ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ಹಂಸ ನಡಗಿ ಹನ್ನೆರಡನೇ ವಂಶ ಬೆಳಗಿ ಸುತ್ತಳತಿ ಮೊಸರುಗಳಿಗೆ ಸವಿನಂತಿ ಕೇಳ ಹುಡುಗಿ ಸುಂದಯಾಗ ಬಿಡುತ್ತಿ ಎವ್ರಿಬಡಿ ಪುಷ್ಪವತಿ. ವಾವ್. Cut. Thank you. Next up, I'm going to be playing this song called R.A. Pritam Pyare. Thank you. Last Thank you. Now all of you together, I'm going to be playing this famous song of Shankar Nag. You're all going to be dancing together. Do whatever you want. Thank you. Beautiful. Thank you so much, everybody. Prabhudeva sir also told one more thing at the end.
Vande
Dhum dhum ta na 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 dhum dhum agappa
Dhum dhum ta na na de na 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 dhum dhum agasa
Ragda dhum da 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 di ra na 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 na
Da 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 dhum da 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 dhum da da dhum 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 da na 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 de na 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 dum.
Dana dirana, gama gama maga ma ba maga zani sa. Dana dirana, gama gama maga ma ba maga zani sa. Dana dirana, gama gama maga ma ba maga zani sa. Come on now, follow my lead. Come on now, follow my lead. Gama ba gama ma, gama ba gama sa. Gama ba gama ma, gama ba gama sa. Gama ni pa gama ma, gama ba gama sa 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 gama ba sa gama ba.
ಕನ್ನಡದ ಮಾತು ಚೆನ್ನ, ಕನ್ನಡದ ನೆಲ ಚೆನ್ನ, ಕನ್ನಡಿಗರ ಮನಸ್ಸು ಚಿನ್ನ. ಆಹಾ, ಕನ್ನಡದ ಮಾತು ಚೆನ್ನ, ಕನ್ನಡದ ನೆಲ ಚೆನ್ನ, ಕನ್ನಡಿಗರ ಮನಸ್ಸು ಚಿನ್ನ.
ಕನ್ನಡದ ಮಾತು ಚೆನ್ನ, ಕನ್ನಡದ ನೆಲ ಚೆನ್ನ, ಕನ್ನಡಿಗರ ಮನಸ್ಸು ಚಿನ್ನ.
ಇಂಥ ಭುವಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ನನ್ನ ಜನುಮ ದೊರಕಿದ್ದೆ ಪುಣ್ಯ. ತುಂಗೆ ಕಾವೇರಿ ನೀರ ಕುಡಿವ ನಾವೆಲ್ಲ ಧನ್ಯ. ಕನ್ನಡದ ಮಾತು ಚೆನ್ನ, ಕನ್ನಡದ ನೆಲ ಚೆನ್ನ, ಕನ್ನಡಿಗರ ಮನಸ್ಸು ಚಿನ್ನ.
From where I began, it's the sound of the waves, the breeze on my skin. Wish that I could be back in my homeland, singing show me the road and I'll be right there. I'd do anything to feel the wind in my head. I'll go as far as it takes and I won't even care. I'll sing കുട്ടനാടൻ പുഞ്ചയിലെ കൊച്ചു വെണ്ണെ കുയിലാളി കൊട്ടു വേണം കുഴൽ വേണം കുരവ വേണം. കൊട്ടു വേണം കുഴൽ വേണം കുരവ വേണം. ഓ
મને ભૂલો બધી વાત પ્રેમની मौसम छे अब आओ मेरे पास रह जाओ मेरे साथ प्रेमनी मौसम छे गई रात મને ભૂલો બધી વાત પ્રેમની मौसम छे अब आओ मेरे पास रह जाओ मेरे साथ प्रेमनी मौसम छे मिल जाए मुझको अगर साथ तेरा तो भूलूं मैं सारा सोगाड़ा तारा चबीला तारा रंगीला तारा रंग भेज तारी बात सोगाड़ा तारा ओए चबीला तारा ओए रंगीला तारा रंग भेज तारी बात रे सोगाड़ा तारा ओए चबीला तारा ओए रंगीला तारा रंग भेज तारी बात रे
आजा आजा जिंद शामी आने के तले, आजा जरी वाले नीले आसमाने के तले। आजा आजा जिंद शामी आने के तले, आजा जरी वाले नीले आसमाने के तले।
Himanvi, Ashita, Manvi and Lakshita closing up today's performance on a brilliant note. That's the only thing I can sum up with. As we come to the conclusion of all the performances, just few more minutes away, we'll have the national anthem coming up as well. Thank you. We're going to be... Okay. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, everybody. Next up, to deliver the vote of thanks and close the ceremonial for today, may I please call upon Yati sir to join us on the dais.
Hope you all are having a great evening. Okay, just quick a note of appreciation. First and foremost, huge thank you all of you for attending the annual day function and cheering up our kids. Of course, we all of us know that biggest task of the today is our little ones. For their past 1 month, they are working hard like anything, and they are like done a lot of effort. Please give them a good big round of applause for them. And special thanks to our teachers for their patience, dedication and work in guiding our kids and preparing our kids. Their role is making them even successful is definitely a commendable. I would like to call all the teachers on stage, please. Teachers. A big thanks to our support staff, all the caretakers and driver. They are working tirelessly behind the scenes. And also special thanks to the mothers of Rishav, Abhinav, Chirasvi, Tanishka, Janya, Satak and Ashrit for your wonderful performance. You made the evening more special. And finally, Akshay, definitely that your hosting is definitely that it is every year like we cherish that. Thank you for your support. And once again, thanks everyone. Let's continue to enjoy the evening.
Big round of check.
जनगण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे तव जय गाथा जन गण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे